Hey everyone, welcome back to Ned Plays Metal Gear Solid 3. We last left off where we reached the compound where Sokolov is being held captive at. And someone asked me in the comments in the last video if I was going to go for a no-kill run. And I actually hadn't thought about it, but I'm going to go ahead and try to give it a try. I don't know how successful I'll be, because in this game especially, when you're spotted by the enemy, it is very difficult than it has been in the past to get away from them. But I'm gonna really give it the good old college try and see where it goes from there. And also, this is also gonna be a very story-driven episode because we're still getting into the meat of the backstory and what's going on here. So there's not gonna be too much gameplay, unfortunately. I wish there was more, but there's not really that much more I can do to make it any faster. So right now, I'm just making it to the compound. Why am I not moving? And the thing is, they do say you have to reach Sokolov without notifying any guards or anything like that. That's the one. I'm not worried about him. There's another one I want to come around. Okay, get the gun. Okay, I should be better. Let me see. Because I'm pretty much waiting for one guy that's hiding up there. Here we go. A little bit better camouflage. There he is. And the guy that walked to the left, he should be gone for quite some time. Okay, he should stay still right about now. Okay, take it easy. And I guess I should address it too. There's a mini, what is it, a collectible quest where you gotta shoot. He should be over there, okay. Where you have to shoot some collectible frogs. I am not going to be doing that. I'll explain that later in another video, but I'm not going to deal with that stupid frog in this series. It's just too much of a hassle. And I think this is where some of the story is going to start.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the Army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh?
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
You're not the boss, are you?
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Yep, he got taken to school. Now you can't stay around too long because they will wake up. Let me see if I can pick him up for something. Mousetrap. Use that to capture mice, of course. And you really can't stay around here too long because these guys will wake up and they will attack you. Now, this is the frog that I was talking about earlier. And here's going to be like one of the few that you can first start off with. You're going to find, I think there's 64 in total. And for them to count, you have to shoot them with something like anything. It could be your gun, your silencer, your tranq dart. So that'll be my first one. And I already missed one at the beginning. But like I said, I'm not even going to bother with it. If you hit all 64 of them, I want to say 64 of them, you get like the best camouflage in the game, which is 100% coverage. So they're just a pain. I've done it before. I really do not want to go through that again. And here's going to be, I think, another big chunk of story.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best Gru has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go. Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah, just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Alright, to save some time on this, they're just gonna, this is just a way to explain the tutorial on how to use the fix-up. So let me go ahead and skip this so I could explain it faster than what they would have done it. Okay, this is something you're going to have to do as well as you're playing the game. Every time you get shot, every time you may take a large fall off a cliff or somewhere, you have to cure yourself. And things you got to collect throughout the game, like bandages, disinfectant, stuff like that. But anyway, you're always going to be suffering from different things. These are the key points, like you got a cut here, broken bone, more cuts. And it tells you what it needs. Okay, suffering from deep cuts. So, you're going to do this to sew up the cut. And notice how the ring got smaller because you're fixing them. Alright, and let's do, make it stop bleeding, disinfectant, and what else do we need? Deep cut. So, probably a bandage. And he's healed up. It doesn't matter the order that you do it in. You can use, like, say if he has a broken bone and you use this suture kit, it's not going to help the bone, of course, and you're just going to waste the suture kit. So you just got to really see what you're doing. Okay, like same thing, cut. So this bandage and disinfectant. All right, same thing. This and that. Deep cut. Bandage. And see how it doesn't matter which order you do it in. Like what do you apply to what first? Because normally what you would disinfect it. And then stop the bleeding, then suture it, and then put a band-aid on or something. You don't have to worry about that for this. Alright, same thing. Broken bones. Alright, you're going to put a splint on that. And what else is here? Fractured area, no bandage. Okay, so you have the splint and the bandage to do that. Same thing. Bandage and splint. And this. And let's see, suture and band-aid. Alright, that heals them all up. And if you just notice that you have a knife, so if you get an actual gunshot wound, you use the knife to pull out the bullet before you do the rest of the healing.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Shagohod.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!